It's day 2 of the EWS 100. We have 5 stages to go through, so this will be a very big day. Well, the rain came, so this should get interesting. There's already a number of riders that decided not to show up today, but all 7 of us YouTubers are here, ready to race. Let's quickly go over the stage 1 results from yesterday. So right now I have a 38-second lead over Daily Mountain Bike Rider and a 1-minute lead over BKXC and BCPOV. That's a great head start, but I still gotta be careful on today's stages. Paul the Punter and Van Can are pretty close together at the 26-minute mark, and then the Lone Ranger takes the rear at 27:21. By the end of today, we're gonna be well over an hour, hour 10, hour 15, so there's a lot of chances for us to improve or ruin our placements.
Where are Canadians? Where are we from?
Abbotsford.
Okay, Abbotsford, and you, my friend?
Kenora, Ontario.
We are given assigned start times and also finish times for when we need to finish by. So my start time is 8:56 a.m. All 7 of us are starting right after each other. So they're giving us 6 hours and 5 minutes to complete all 5 stages today. And apparently I hear there's a time penalty if you don't make it in time. So the first stage today, which is stage 2 overall, is one of the gnarlier stages of the whole race. We are in the Valley Trails, starting on Jaws and then into Billy's Epic. I got to walk this line 5 days earlier, but I never got to ride it since I missed one of the practice days. With it being all wet and greasy now, I don't really know how to feel about this. For stage 3, we're going to go climb up Blackcomb for a little bit and ride some trails there that I also did not get to practice. And then stage 4, we get to ride the bike park trails, starting on No Joke, going down to Delayed Fuse. Stage 5 will be outside of the bike park again with a little maybe 30-minute climb to a trail called Line of Control. It's a really slow and awkward trail, so I'm really glad I got practice on that. And then for the last stage of the day will be another bike park trail starting on In Deep, down Fat Crobat, doing a lot of gnarly double blacks, going right down into the village.
How you feeling?
Feeling alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
2, 1, go. Good luck. Whoa! Drift. I have no idea what we're doing here, boy. No clue what we're doing. This is so blind.
I definitely have the advantage on the gnarlier downhill segments like stage 2 right now. So I just gotta make sure I do a clean run, and I should have this one in the bag. Yeah. Not even trying.
That's gnarly. These brakes are insane. Wow, this is crazy. Oh man.
So since I didn't get to practice on this trail, it basically means that I wasn't able to really find my limits on this trail or get rid of my janky riding. The one practice day I did have was actually really good for me for finding how hard I could go and how far was too far.
What a crazy stage. Oh no. Oh yes.
But for this stage, I'm riding without a frame of reference for my limits, and it's just not something I'm very good at.
I had like no warm up either. Wow. Okay, you guys.
All right, what a start to the day.
Yeah.
I remember walking this part and thinking I have to go wide, but you just forget these things sometimes. I also knocked my GoPro angle down a little there, but I did realize and fix it after stage 3 though.
That really sucks. Kind of hurt my wrist there. And my handlebars are crooked. My brake levers are crooked. But you know what? Oh well. Oh man, this is nuts, dude. This is so gnarly. Okay, well, we passed the gnarliest part of the race, but that's good. But still, my right elbow pad's falling down. No warm up, just spent like an hour climbing. And we have to race this gnarly trail. Wow, you guys. Wow. That's gnarly. What a race. Ah, oops. Rider. Thanks, bro. Wow, I still passed someone. Screw it, I'm just doing the easy run. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I forgot that was also a gnarly part of the race. I basically tripped over something, and now my leg is stuck. Give me a break. The guy I just passed basically just caught up to me right there. But let's get back on the bike and let's finish this race.
That sucks. This race is so difficult. Okay, my bike is a mess. Oh man, that was insane.
Well, I got 8 minutes and 18 seconds, so I hope that's a good time. I certainly lost a good 15 to 20 seconds because of my crashing though.
That was the stupidest thing ever. I crashed twice.
Here, yeah.
Dude, how was you guys?
Brian passed me.
It was difficult, man. Dude, that was insane. Look at my bike. See these brakes? See these brakes?
Oh, you went down.
See my handlebars not straight? Twice went down. That was hard. Dude, why did that have to be like the first stage? But at least it's over with.
So let's see how everyone did here. Sweet, I still took first, so that's pretty good. Daily Mountain Bike Rider is hot on my tail, only 4 seconds back. And he had a good clean run with no crashes, so he's doing pretty well for himself. Looks like Brian had a pretty solid run as well. Eric really had a bad run on this one.
Did you wipe out or did you go solid?
I went down once, but I was so freaked out that I just didn't commit to anything.
Yeah. If you watch BCPOV's video, he says it was his worst race stage ever. Hopefully he gets back into it for the later stages. And it looks like Paul the Punter had a lot of fun running down that whole trail, so he's going to pull up last place on this one.
Jordan crashes twice, beats me by 4 seconds. What a Jordan,
Yeah.
if you take it easy and don't fall, you're winning this thing. Because your easy is my good. You got this. Am I still surprising you, Jordan?
Yes.
Overall, the standings remain basically the same except for the last 3. Paul the Punter's performance puts him in last place. We didn't see the Lone Ranger on stage 2 because he was a little bit behind yet, but we ended up finding out later that he backed out after stage 2. On to stage 3, we're going a little bit up Blackcomb Mountain. This might be the worst stage for me. It's a flatter and more pedally stage. Plus, I didn't get practice on this one either, but at least it's not difficult like the last stage was.
Good luck, Jordan.
Thanks. Yeah, dude. All right. Let's see. Right on. Okay. Yeah, this stage is totally blind for me. So all I watched was like the video. And yeah, it seemed a bit janky. Oh boy. Crap. So, we'll see how I do in this race.
This is the kind of stage where I pretty much know that I'm not going to win, but I'm just going to make sure that they don't beat me by too much. But of course, I'm going to give it my all and just stay as smooth and consistent as possible and not make any mistakes.
Yeah, this trail's not quite my strong suit. At least it's not gnarly like Jaws. Although that's a bit gnarly. Wow. Yeah, that does get gnarly, doesn't it?
This kind of stuff is my weakness, these punchy little climbs mid-trail. But I did my best to keep pushing through, and it was getting very tiring.
Right. It is tiring. Someone's trying to call me. This is tough. This is tough. Let's do it.
I feel pretty good with how I'm doing so far, but here's where I really suffer.
Thanks. Make sure my lens is clean.
This is the longest road to pedal up in the whole race, and by the time it flattened out, I had totally exhausted myself,
This is bad.
so I couldn't even go much faster.
This is full jank. Oh my goodness.
I am so proud of my performance on that stage. I think I pushed myself harder than I ever have before.
That was absolutely insane.
I was thinking I could probably afford to do that since there's not much climbing after this point anyway. Hopefully I still have energy for the next 3 stages.
The worst. I mean, I did slow it, like I did smoothly. The most tiring stage.
Wait,
that
you
was the
didn't ride
worst.
that yesterday, did you? No. There he is.
Yeah, Nick.
Oh, it's a no. You okay?
No, just so bad.
It was ridiculous.
It was such a bad mood.
That friggin' sucks.
My arms are dead.
My legs were dead.
So Brian and Eric dominated that stage, which is just what I was expecting. But hey, I wasn't too far behind. Only 10 seconds behind Brian on possibly my worst stage of the race is actually really good, and I feel so good about my performance. Paul the Punter and Van Can are both really close as well. It looks like BCPOV is getting back in the game again. So overall, I'm furthering my lead from Daily Mountain Bike Rider, but BKXC and BCPOV got a little bit of time on me. We're now going to head up the lifts to go to stage 4, starting on No Joke and going down to Delayed Fuse. This is the only other stage I didn't pre-ride during practice, but I think that should be fine since I ride all these trails multiple times, except for a new trail called Sabertooth Horse, which apparently is going to be pretty steep and rooty. Now things are getting even more wet and miserable. I wasn't even quite expecting this. I mean, yeah, it was lightly raining all day, but now it seems worse. Plus it's colder up here. With these harder packed trails, there's going to be more puddles and it's going to feel more wet this time around.
Now?
Let's see if I can further my lead over the boys from this stage.
All right, No Joke. Feeling pretty good with this stage. Just stay calm. And go steady. Ooh, it's foggy. My goggles aren't the cleanest thing either. Okay, let's do this. Oh man, that was awkward. Oh, it's like wet and raining. Oh, what a mess today. I'm not riding this trail very good either. Freaking goggles. There's no visibility. I don't know what I'm doing. But I know we're going 70 or more.
I was not expecting the visibility to get this bad. I guess now we're like in a cloud, and of course with the puddles and everything spraying up at my goggles, made things pretty crappy obviously, and it was affecting my performance.
And my right elbow pad's falling down again. How great.
The clarity that you're seeing out of the GoPro lens was actually kind of similar to how my goggles were looking. I only wore goggles on a few of the stages, but I don't regret wearing them here because if anything were to get into my eyes, that could ruin the whole stage.
Okay, clean my lens. Looks better. crap. Man, that's rough. So you guys can see. Oh crap. Goof that up. This time I'm trying a different route. Trying to get my elbow pad up here. Okay, and we're entering blind territory. What a mess. This is insane. Yeah, can't really be too surprised by that.
I started to realize here that I actually don't have all that much experience with wet, muddy riding. Even though I live in the PNW, I just stay home if it rains. I wait until it stopped raining or something like that. I mean, sure, I'll go riding if it's wet and all, but I just don't have as much experience to really know how to ride this well.
This is crazy. Let's go.
For this stage, I admit I am kind of relying on me being the strongest rider for this stage, because I wasn't really pushing myself on the roads. I was just trying a little too hard to get my elbow pad back up.
I can't see anything.
I was focusing too much on comfort and not letting myself get too miserable in these conditions rather than just trying to ride as fast as I could.
My elbow pad. Man, this is tiring. Oh man, I don't want to slide. At least Lake Hughes isn't as steep, but it was crazy. Crap, I caught my foot in something. You guys, this race is crazy. And rest. This is insane.
I did not enjoy that as much as I was hoping.
That was rough, dude.
What was that, man?
Sabertooth, whatever that thing was, that thing sucked.
Yeah, I kind of wiped out on part. It wasn't necessarily because I'm going like too fast. It's because like I actually don't know how to do it well. Being so wet.
That janky crap is where I excel. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just stuff that sucks that you look at like, I don't want to ride this. Yeah. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Well, if Josh is so good at it, then let's see the results. Oh, he beat me by 3 seconds. Well, I guess he wasn't lying then. Good on him, and he was able to cement in his second place, gaining more ground from BKXC. Vancan's time didn't register in the timing system for some reason, but he told me it looked like around 14 minutes 46 seconds based on his GoPro footage. So overall, with Josh being 52 seconds behind me, can he catch up to me with the remaining 2 stages?
Yeah, Nick.
Nice.
Dude. That sucked.
I think I might just call it. I don't feel very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're almost done.
I know, this stage is...
I think I might get hurt on the last stage.
Yeah.
That was bad, dude. I was not having fun.
I can't call it now. There's no way.
It was too bad that Nick had to call out at that point, but it's not worth hurting yourself. After a 30 to 40 minute hike up to stage 5, I was out of energy. I couldn't go until I rested more. And this is going to be one of the jankiest, awkward trails, so I know I won't do good on it either. I sure was having fun on it during practice.
Ouch. Wow, I can't wait till this gets soaking wet.
But as I sort of alluded to earlier, it is actually a strategy of mine to ride the most aggressively during practice to find my limits and get rid of my sketchy riding then instead of during the race.
You alright, man?
I just need to rest more, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's totally good. I just making sure you're okay.
Yeah, just like my arms and just, yeah, I'm just not looking forward to the stage.
It's Greece. No one's gonna be doing it well.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up, right?
I rested for about 20 minutes. All the female racers went on ahead of me, and I was one of the last riders to start stage 5. This one's called Line of Control. My only goal here is to have a clean run with no wipeouts.
All right, let's do this. Oh, gnarly. Wow, that's so gnarly. Okay. I do not think I'm gonna do good in this stage, but that's okay. I just wanna be able to do it smoothly. And steadily.
I still want to prove to myself that I can keep it together, even on a terrible, janky run. Even if I need to walk something, take my foot off, that's fine, but just keep the flow going.
That was sketchy. Okay. That's really sketch. Wow. What the heck? Okay. They didn't have this chicken wire on before. Oh, okay. Oh man. Oh. Here's that awkward corner. Well, good enough. Okay.
There you go.
Feeling pretty good so far. Okay.
Well, I did it. The smoothest, cleanest run I could have gotten out of that stage.
That was ridiculous.
At least I shouldn't be too far behind the other guys. Wow, I actually beat Brian and Eric. That's pretty sick. I thought I was gonna get like 4th or something. And what's with this daily mountain bike rider? Josh is fully sending it. Crazy. But either way, we were actually really close to each other on this stage, within 12 seconds of each other. Other than Paul, who is 2.5 minutes back. So now, at the last stage of the day, a bike park stage. Starting in on in deep into Acrobat, going all the way to the bottom. Let's see how it goes. I'm just kind of realizing like this whole like enduro race thing is not really my thing. I'm basically like the last person coming up again. Like my crew, they're all way ahead. I don't do the greatest in these things. It's just extremely exhausting, and that's not the most fun for me. So it's just, yeah, I'm not a racer, and that's fine. This stage is almost all double blacks. I believe this is where I can really shine. Although there is an uphill road pedally section in the middle of it, but hopefully that's not too much of an issue. Now that everything is wet, I don't know how to feel about some of these rock faces. I just gotta keep it calm, cool, and collected, and I should be doing pretty well. Look at the fog. This fog is insane. Soon after I arrived at the start of stage 6, a lady did tell me I pretty much had to go right away, since I'm already late. My scheduled latest start time was 2:46, and they did postpone those by 10 minutes, but it was still 3:16 by the time I actually started stage 6, so that means I didn't make my 3:01 finish time. I wonder if there's going to be any kind of penalty for that. I must have been the very last rider to go down from the EWS 100 before the pros event.
All right. Calm, cool, and collected here. Whoops. Oh, I cased that. That's kind of lame. Just gotta go slow. Factor bat. I always enjoyed this one. Okay. Oh man. Oh, that's sketchy. That's really sketchy. Wet wood. Feeling good. Okay. Forget the wood. Okay. All right. Okay, this is good. This is good. Ran out of gears to pedal. This is not fun at all. I just need to rest a second. Okay.
20.
Wow. Man, I'm getting tired. Ah, crap. Almost there. We got it. Oh man. Oh man.
Nice work, man.
Thanks.
Well, look at that. These bike park double black trails really are my strong suit. Taking a minute 20 lead over second place. That's pretty sick. And that is how I won the most important race of the year. No, I didn't win the EWS 100, not even close. But I won the only race that mattered, beating the YouTubers.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. Right on.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
We're live.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So I won overall by a margin of 2 minutes 10 seconds from Daily Mountain Bike Rider. BKXC is another 2 minutes back. BCPOV is not too far along. Paul the Punter took 5th, and then of course Van Can and the Lone Ranger took the last spots because they backed out of the race early.
Mine was only like 32 or so.
Oh, winner.
Brian, I was at Nick on the box. Fancy on the box. Oh, it's right there. Oh my God, you've got to go. Go.
The YouTuber challenge.
As you can see from the standings though, the EWS 100 is a really tough race. 40th spot on this last stage was the best placement I got in the whole race, and that was below mid-pack. So the end result, I was 53rd place, and that was actually out of 73 riders that finished the whole race. So as you can see, Paul the Punter humbly took the 73rd spot. And for context, there's about 90 riders that completed stage 1, and only 73 that completed all of them. And what about this whole time penalty thing? Well, I've never seen them add anything to my time. And even if it was a 1 minute penalty, I still would have beat the guys, so sweet. That penalty may just have been for the pros. So, how does it feel now to be the fastest YouTuber? At least among us 7. Well, obviously, it feels really nice. We're already talking about doing something like this next year, but I'm more keen to do something like the EWS 80, maybe get some more YouTubers involved, make it an even bigger event. I think that would be pretty fun. I'm just not too sure if I want to do this EWS 100 again. I mean, imagine if there was even more climbing. Imagine if it was hot out, hot and smoky out like previous years. I don't know if I could do that very well, and that's just not something I'm interested in doing. I'm not a racer, you guys. Once in a while, it is fun to do, but this whole long distance, huge endurance kind of stuff, it's just not really for me. So I made a playlist so that you guys can check out everyone's videos. Everyone was saying how much fun it was to watch everyone's perspectives of it, so I thought why not just put together a playlist to make it easy for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Huge thanks to my patrons. You guys help me out so much. If you guys want to support my channel, check out my Patreon page or buy stickers on my website. Or otherwise, give a like and subscribe. Make a comment. Tell me what you thought. How do you think I did? How do you think the others did? What other YouTubers would you like to see in a YouTube World Cup for next year? Let us know. See you guys next time.